I mean, the whole thing was a complete farce to begin with. The Conservatives are always looking to spend less money on everything, which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. But it's just hilarious. These people were taken in by the idea that if the UK managed to save 300 million a week, which of course they wouldn't, most of that 300 million a week was spent straight back on the UK for things like urban development or science or that sort of thing. The idea if they managed to save 300 million a week, they would suddenly spend it on the NHS was a joke.
The £350 million a week we send to the EU, which we will no longer send to the EU, can you guarantee that's going to go to the NHS?
No, I can't, and I would never have made that claim. That was one of the mistakes I think that the Leave campaign made.
Hang on a moment, that was one of your adverts.
Well, it wasn't one of my adverts, I can assure you.
Oh, really, Nigel? So you wouldn't expect to find, say, footage of a UKIP MEP giving a speech in front of that exact same sign, would you?
Do we want to be part of an inward-looking, little 1950s little European bloc?
Shh, no one tell the UKIP MEP that tiny little backward European Union is the largest, or maybe second largest, economy in the world. I mean, he wouldn't want to let facts get in the way of his disinformation now.
Well, it wasn't one of my adverts, I can assure you.
Well, that was one of the Leave campaign's adverts, but that money was going to go to the NHS.
And I think they made a mistake.
I would like that 10 million to be spent helping the communities in Britain that your government damaged so badly by opening up the door for communist countries. And what people need here are schools, hospitals, GPs.
That's why many people have voted.
They made a mistake in doing that. But what I can tell you is we have a nice
You're
feather
saying
bed.
after 17 million people have voted for Leave,
Yep.
based, I don't know how many people voted on the basis of that advert, but that was a huge part of the propaganda. You're now saying that's a mistake of the single market.
I mean, you were chairman of the Vote Leave campaign. Are you now a bit embarrassed by that 350 million a week rebate claim?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
No, it wasn't a rebate claim. It was when
we get the money. You said we get the money back.
No,
is what you said.
no. We said that's the money we've lost control over. And that takes you back to the automaticity. The rebate...
Oh, I see. So basically, if we handed 350 million back by choice, that would be all right?
No, but the people could vote on it. But what I do now is I work on an organisation called Change Britain, which I chair, and that brings Leavers and Remainers together.
But it's interesting that 350 million isn't mentioned on that website, is it?
No, because that was our... If you go back, what is our contribution? Actually, if you wanted to be pedantic, £350 million a week go to Brussels. And I think we ought to decide ourselves how we spend that money. And I would suggest we spend it on the NHS.
You can help it. Every week we send £350 million to Brussels. Money that's wasted. That's enough to build a new hospital every week. Lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Tell me lies. Oh no, you can't disguise. You can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
But maybe you should just remind them how you shouldn't take anything a democratically elected politician says too literally.